everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to be inspecting a trucking company that's filed for bankruptcy. A trucking company actually filed for bankruptcy and is about to shut its doors. Now you've heard me in many different videos that trucking is one of the most secure jobs in the world. Now you hear me talking about a trucking job that filed for bankruptcy. How is that even possible? Well, let's dive into this video to actually find out. So, that being said, the trucking company at question today is going to be Newsom Trucking of Jasper, Georgia. Now, they are a trucking company that's been around for over 25 years. So, when you first hear that, you're going to be like, wow, they have 25 years experience, which is great. But what I'm going to show you today is going to show you that there's two types of skill sets needed to actually be a successful trucking company or any type of business. First skill set is you're going to have to understand how to run a business. There's certain business owner skill sets that you need to know. The other thing is going to be know how to run a trucking company by having good drivers and making sure that the fleet is working out well, right? And I'm going to show you today on how this company was actually great at having great drivers, but terrible at actually running the business itself. So let's give them some props first. So the first thing that we have to understand is there's about 60 drivers that are associated with this company. And out of those 60 drivers, there's about 33 units, power units, what they call it, which means tractors, right? So now when you think about it, well, Jonathan, how can they actually have 33 trucks and 60 drivers? Only one of two ways that are going to happen. One, they're doing something fishy with insurance companies, or most likely they're actually going to do teamwork. So what does team driving actually mean? That means two guys inside the truck at all times, and the truck's running 24 hours a day. So now you're going to look a little bit deeper and say, okay, you're doing team driving. That means these trucks are running all the time, which means they should be generating some income, which they should be, as long as they're doing team driving. Now you might be thinking, well, did they run a bad business? Did they have a lot of shutdown? One of the things that you have to know about the trucking industry itself is that there's DOT officers out there, stands for Department of Transportation, that can pull over a truck anytime for any reason and for no reason at all. And all they have to do is, hey, I want to randomly inspect your truck. So in the past 24 months, they've actually been inspected 11 different times on 11 different trucks. And their out of service rate was actually pretty good. Only one has been placed out of service, which comes out to about 9% out of service for the trucks itself, right? Which is much better than the industry average, because the industry average comes out to 23% of trucks are placed out of service after they've done the inspections. They're like, okay, well, they have 33 trucks always running. One of them has been placed out of service, which means they have enough inventory for trucks and moving freight around to generate income. So that works out. Next is going to be, okay, what about the drivers? Maybe the drivers messed up. And the drivers have been inspected 29 times and none of them have ever been placed out of service. So this goes to tell you that this company is above average when it comes to managing good drivers and making sure that the trucks are in good condition. And that's usually what they were focusing on. Now, they've been in business for 25 years. Now, just because you've been in business for 25 years does not mean that you have 25 years experience. Because what actually wound up happening here was that their debt started getting too high and they could not pay them back. Now, we'll never know what the details of things were. We'd never know exactly what their interest rates were when they got this debt. We don't know what they did with the money, if they went to do some funny business or anything like that. But overall, even as an individual, if your debts start getting too high and your interest payments start getting too high versus the money that is coming in, probably not a good sign, and you're going to have to file for bankruptcy at the same time. So that's exactly what happened. They had a great business, 33 trucks, as long as they weren't doing any funny business with the insurance, right? And those trucks were running 24 hours a day, and these guys were making money. That means the drivers were making money and the company was generating income. Now, after all that, they actually wound up saying that they had 49 creditors, which means 49 people that they owed money to, and they can't pay them back. And all that goes down to say is cash flow problem. So a business that's been around for over 25 years, one of the things that a business should not have is cash flow problem. Now, if they have learned the lessons along the way, they shouldn't have an issue here. But it looks like they're a 3-year-old business that kept repeating themselves over and over and over again, simply because they never evolved to become the next versions of business owners understand how to operate cash. Just to keep things as simple as possible for people, if your bills and expenses are higher than what you're bringing in, there's going to be a problem out there. And what wound up happening is if you've been around for 25 years, you've been able to kind of slowly play the game and just get by for a very long time. until all of a sudden you get above your head in debt and you cannot pay anything back. So if these guys just focus more on the numbers itself and understanding running the business side instead of just being great truck drivers, they might have saved their business in those 25 truckers, and those 60 drivers that work for them would still have a job. But one of the benefits of actually being a CDL driver for a company like this, you have no records and everything else is clean. It's going to be so easy for those drivers just to jump onto the next company and probably get paid even more money than what they're getting paid now. Because if they are team drivers, they can both sign up for a big company like Warner that's never going to be going out of business, and they start their guys off, if you have no experience, about $150K per year for that truck itself. So that's split 75-75. These guys who've been working a few years for this company can go and make a lot more money being a team driver someplace else, and they will be fine. So when I tell you that getting a CDL license is one of the most secure jobs out there, that's exactly what I mean. Even if your small company that you're working for kind of dies down, there's always going to be other trucking companies that you can work for. You can just jump ship one day to the next, and you don't have to worry about it. The person who loses the most here is going to be the business owners of the actual trucking company that we're at. Now the benefit is, we're going to teach you how to be one of the best truck drivers out there because we're the best CDL school in the entire country. All you need to get started is $500 down, and we'll work out an interest-free payment plan for the rest with all of our programs. We're open up 7 days a week, which means you get to pick the training schedule around your needs. And we're also offering lifetime job placement. So even if this was to happen to you and you're a graduate here, just come on back and we can help you find the next job very, very easy. Assuming that you keep your record nice and clean because we taught you how to do it the right way, you are good to go. So if you're interested in getting a CDL license, make sure you click on the link below and get yourself that CDL license by checking out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, cdldrivingacademy.com. Thanks, have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.